Welcome, children. Welcome to your new English session. Today, we are going to start your term 2 English with lesson number 1 in the market. Before we start our lesson, let's know what a market is. Most of you must be knowing what market is. Market is a place where people buy and sell goods or things. Basically, it's a souk. Markets are usually crowded and busy. Since people are busy buying and selling things, there's a lot of rush and a lot of hurry-burry crowd in the markets. Do you know, children, in olden times, there were no malls. People used to shop only from markets. Your parents and grandparents will be able to tell you how they used to shop. You can ask them. There used to be small little markets near our homes. People used to shop only from there. Some markets are put up only on a specific day of a week. These markets won't be there all the week. They'll only be put up only on one day. So that day will be called as a market day. For example, if a market is set up on Friday, we call it Friday market, Thursday market, Sunday market, and that day usually is referred as a market day. We still have markets, okay? So you may ask your parents to take you to a market someday so that you know what it is. Now let's go to the market. It is market day. The market is full of people. Men, women, children push each other. As I told you, markets have a lot of crowd, busy people. So, as the busy people move from one place to other, shopping and selling, they push each other. Vendors call out. What do we mean by vendors? Vendors are people who sell. Basically, the flower sellers, the fruit sellers, or the people who get their goods and sell are called vendors. So, in the market, vendors are calling out. Flowers, sweet jasmines, pink roses. A flower seller is calling out. Bangles, red and green, pink and blue. A bangle seller must be saying this. Fresh fruits, oranges, grapes. A fruit seller is calling out. A little girl stands in front of a bangle seller. Now, in this busy market, on the market day, as everyone's busy pushing each other and shopping, a small little girl comes and stands in front of a bangle seller. She is crying. What's the matter, little girl? Why are you crying? Asks the bangle seller. As the girl came and stood there and was crying, naturally, the bangle seller got curious. He asked, "What's the matter?" "I want my brother," says the little girl. The little girl probably has come to the market with her brother and she didn't pay attention and she got lost. Now she's standing in front of the bangle seller and she's crying. On being asked, she said, "I want my brother." "What's your name?" asked the fruit seller. There is a fruit seller besides the bangle seller. He asks her name. "Anjali," says the little girl. Now we know that this little girl is Anjali. Don't cry, Anjali. I'll give you bright blue bangles, says the bangle seller. And I will give you an orange, says the fruit seller. I don't want bangles or an orange. I want my brother, says Anjali. Anjali refuses to accept bangles or orange. All she wants is her brother. Don't cry, says the fruit seller again. There's a policeman. He will find your brother. The fruit seller sees that a policeman is coming that way. He tells Anjali not to cry and that the policeman may help her find her brother. As Anjali turns around, "That's my brother," says Anjali with a big smile. The fruit seller doesn't know that the policeman who's coming their way is Anjali's brother himself. But as Anjali turns to have a look, she's delighted, she's very happy, and she has a big smile now on her face as she's reunited with her brother. This was our story. Now let's see what we can learn from this lesson. Firstly, market is commonly a crowded place. One may get lost if we are careless. In case one gets lost, we must not cry or panic. Instead, ask for help. We should not cry like Anjali. There is a possibility that we may lose hand and get lost. We should not get panicked. We should try to seek help from others. One more important thing which we can learn from market is that to work together with other people. We learn many things and make new friends this way. If you observe properly, in a market there are so many different kinds of people who work side by side and they share and care and help each other. At the same time, they are doing their own business. So that is what we have to learn from a market. Now the spelling list, which I want you all to write in your notebook twice. Okay, these are the words I want you all to know. Market, vendors, flowers, fresh, fruits, bright, blue, bangles, cries and brothers. You should know how to spell these words. Not only read, but you should also know how to spell them. So when you're writing in your notebook, please memorize them. Now there are some questions to be answered. What do the vendors sell? Vendors sell almost everything, but in our lesson, the vendors sell flowers, fresh fruits and bangles. What does the little girl do? The little girl cries. What does the bangle seller say he will give the little girl? The bangle seller said he will give bright blue bangles to the little girl. Who is the policeman? The policeman is Anjali's brother. That's all for today, children. Please write the spelling list twice in your notebook, question answers once, and do read the lesson. Okay, get ready for your English class tomorrow. I'll meet you there. Bye bye.